Hey, my brothers and sisters, welcome to another segment of Our Take. On today's segment, we're going to be talking about juicing, and I'm going to let my lovely partner take it from there.
Hello, welcome. I'm Nikki T. Today, juicing. I love it because I am juicing right at this moment, so I thought it would be a good topic to talk about. Juicing. What can we benefit from juicing? A lot of people do not like eating vegetables, either raw, cooked, steamed, whatever, however you may put it. They may not like them. And juicing might be a better way to get all your vegetables in that will satisfy all your nutritional values of the vegetables, as well as fruits. Some people don't like fruits. I never will get that. I love fruits. They are wonderful, that sweet taste. But when you combine the two, whether you're doing smoothies or juicing, I think it's a wonderful mix into your daily eating habits. It's a good way to sneak vegetables and fruits into your diet. You can even chop them up and blend them in a way that could be added into your meals. It's just a wonderful thing. So let's dive into what kind of stuff you can put into your smoothies or juicing, and what's the ratio.
First, I want to know
what
why
I found was,
hold on, Nikki. I want to know, why did you juice? Why did you start juicing? And when did you start? Why do you juice? When did you start juicing?
I just started juicing this last month. And I juice, well, first of all, I like juicing. I love the way the juice tastes. Okay. Other than juicing, I drink nothing but water. But I noticed that when I'm at work, because outside of the fitness, I do work in the hospital, and being there all day, my coworkers, as lovely as they are, they bring in a lot of junk food. And so for me, if I can stay away from the junk food and go towards more of the juices, just drinking my juice, I'm more likely not going to go and tap into all the junk food that's coming in. So it was just a way for me to get away from all the junk food that was being brought into work every day. And I like it. I like juicing. It's a good substitution until I, have my meals, whatever that may be. I'll eat before I leave my house, and I won't eat again until my lunchtime. And my schedule is so off. Like, my schedule at work is from 1 to 9:30. That's a hard schedule when it comes to, my eating regimen and just the way I wake up. I wake up so early in the morning and I go to bed so late at night. It's just all thrown off. My whole eating regimen is thrown off. So juicing is a really good substitute for snacking, or, eating it, just meals, something refreshing and good for me between my meal. So that's why I started doing it.
But do you feel like it energizes you? Do you feel like it's substantial nutrition? Can you feel the difference when you drink the juice at work?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was just telling a coworker, it makes a huge difference. What I put into my body makes a huge difference on how I feel. When I eat more fruits and vegetables, I feel amazing. I feel energized. I feel just like I can go through my whole day, my whole evening without feeling sluggish and tired. So I love it. I love it for that reason alone. Just the energy, just the vitamins and all that stuff. So yeah. Let that boy be. All right. So yeah, that's it.
It was
That's
distracting.
it right there.
Seeing that head just. So I had to tell him to go downstairs.
He has his nephew in the back, and he can't handle it. Let him be. No. He's a kid. He wants to play.
Yeah,
he's not bothering you.
but hold on. I tell a young man once, okay. I tell a young man twice, I'm about to get up out this chair. Like, So that was me telling him twice. He needs to,
Right.
yeah. So, okay, go ahead.
Funny. See, you didn't even hear nothing I
No,
said.
but I know I did hear you, and most importantly, the audience heard you, and that's really what I wanted them. I wanted them to hear your experience before we got into everything else. The why is very important, and your personal experience and what led you there. And then once you're done, I'm going to tell my story. So go ahead, continue.
Well, just it feels good. I mean, for me, it feels good. I know I preach this to people all the time, and a lot of people don't believe how healing food is. Food is so healing. It makes a huge difference on how it feels in your system. And for me, juicing really does bring in a lot of the nutrients that help heal my insides because I feel so much better. I know it's working because my knees don't hurt. You know, when I'm eating a lot of juice, not a lot of juice, when I'm eating a lot of junk, I have a lot of junk food. I'm feeling my joints are hurting. I'm waking up tired. When I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, I am energized. My joints feel good. I can tell that inflammation is not, going on in my system. And so it's just a better overall feeling for me. I feel it.
Hmm.
I feel it. And I know a lot of other people do too.
So what's your favorite combo? Like what's your go-to? What's Nikki T's go-to juice?
Right now, it's my green juice. You know how you go through periods of different stuff. But right now, it's my green juice, and that consists of an apple, a lime, cucumber, spinach, kale, and ginger.
And
It's the
ginger?
best. I mean, I like it. And ginger.
Mm.
I like it because it has more greens, it has more vegetables than it does fruit. It has, you know, an apple, well, a lime too, an apple and a lime, and it tastes amazing.
Mm.
It tastes amazing. I love
Yeah,
it.
my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if you paused. I didn't know if you were about to get really deep. So my wife and I first started juicing about 10 years ago. As I was telling you before we got on, when we were living in Auburn, I wanted to try to fill in the gap of not getting enough vegetables. I would get enough fruit, but I'm very particular with vegetables. I like to get them, fresh produce as opposed to frozen or canned.
Mhm.
Um, just like
Yeah.
with fish, but I like to buy it that day, then cook it, right? Like the longer you let vegetables sit, um, they start to diminish depending on the vegetable. Same thing with fish. It's best just to get it and cook it, right? So I started to do that, but then I was like, you know what? Even the produce in a general store they don't pick it when it's ripe. Their agenda is different because they have to factor in shipping and all that. So it's not like they're pulling out of the ground when it's actually ready. So I went to a
Right.
service called Farm Fresh to You, all organic, where I did some research basically, and I came across Farm Fresh to You, um, or maybe a client of mine who, I don't know how I found them, and they're local growers, and they had like a juice combination, like they call it their juicing box, and it was a combination of vegetables and fruits that you then can juice, and you can have them delivered right to your house. And so you're getting
Right.
much better sourced vegetables right out of the ground at a huge variety.
True.
I mean, you know, I didn't know that there were so many different vegetables out there, put it that way. So many different potatoes, so many different beets, so
Mm.
many different, you can get rainbow carrots, rainbow beets, there's white beets, there's red, there's gold. And so I found out as long as I threw an apple in there or some berries, that was all you need. It didn't, it sweetened it up just fine. So most of it was vegetables, and then I just throw like an apple in there, and boom. So it would change depending on the box and depending on the season. Sometimes it'd be celery
Yeah.
and chard and you know butternut squash. It could be anything. I would just whatever I got, I blended it, and I'd make a big pitcher,
Right.
and we just drink off of it over a few days. So I did it to try to get more nutrients in because as Americans we don't eat enough vegetables. But what I found was, I slowly got out of it pattern wise. So as I was telling Nikki, I
Mhm.
like to actually chew. So for me, it wasn't a question of, oh, I'm not getting what I need from this. It was just, it didn't fit me. Besides water, I'd rather eat food. I enjoy the crunch of a carrot. Actually, if you get a fresh carrot, they're really not that crunchy. They're actually soft and sweet. But I enjoyed, like I could eat a butternut squash. If it's ripe and it's picked properly, I can eat it raw. I can eat beets raw. I found out I can eat all these vegetables that I thought were nasty when I was younger, and it just it wasn't presented to me fresh, and it wasn't presented to me right. So I'm a
Right.
vegetable guy now.
Yeah.
We still have our juicer, but I don't use it anymore. I'd rather just eat vegetables. But initially, it was because I know that we're not getting good source vegetables. We're eating a lot more frozen, a lot more canned, and then when we do eat vegetables from the store, it may not necessarily be of the best quality at the time. Even the fruits, right? So
Yeah.
I still, if people, juice or they ask me about it, I tell them like, hey, why not? Go ahead, get those nutrients in. It's way easier, and you can have more of a variety. As you saw with Nikki, she's throwing spinach and this and that. That's not something she would put on a plate. She's not gonna throw, spinach and ginger on a plate and whatnot with an apple, right? But she basically took this great salad
Right.
and then ginger, throwing that in there. Ginger is a natural anti-inflammatory. Um, so I mean that's going to
Yeah.
help with systemic inflammation. So you can make it holistic as well. You can throw in things St. John's wort, and you can throw in peppermint. And you can throw in milk thistle, which is good for the liver. There's all it's not just we get these vegetables in. It's a great way to deliver natural medicines to yourself. Nutraceuticals. So
In liquid form,
and what?
which makes it easier to digest for some people.
Oh yeah,
I said in liquid form, which
yeah.
makes it easier to digest for some people.
Yeah, and easier to
Mhm.
take on the go because you can have that in your car in the morning on the way to work or something like that. And you can have it next to your coffee, but you can drink that and start your day off with with
Right.
basically with medicine because food is medicine, and this is I mean literally you put together this nutrient rich. Throw in herbs. You can throw in so if you have nagging uh, things going on, or if you have issues with focus, you can throw those. There's a combination of herbs you can throw in there to help with your focus, to help with your circulation, to help detox your liver, to help. I mean, on and on and on and on and on. Right. So
Exactly.
I'm about to talk myself back into juicing.
Exactly. Right. It's wonderful. I mean, I really do like it, and it's made my life easier. It makes it easier for me not to go to the sugary food. As Marquis knows, my addiction is sugar. I love me some sweets,
Yeah.
chocolate, and all that good stuff. And it's amazing how it curbs that sugar addiction that I have. It's crazy. The other day, because normally I would want to go get some of my sugar, my chocolate. I haven't had chocolate in a minute. I'm going, hey, when's the last time I had chocolate? Not well, actually, I had some last night. I went over to my mom's house and we made some amazing meal preps. And then I had a treat for her. I had a banana that I froze. I froze them over there while we were doing our meal preps. Like a couple hours later, I got them back out and I got some dark chocolate and melted it and coated the banana with dark chocolate and covered it with a little bit of nuts. And that was our treat for the night after we ate. And it was so good. But I didn't want, it wasn't like I had to keep eating it and eat it to satisfy that sugary taste. I had one and I was satisfied. And it's, I know it's due to juicing because it's satisfying something else in me that wanted the sugar instead of something else, you know?
Mhm.
And so the vitamins and minerals and everything in all of the juicing really helped with the sugar addiction of the chocolate. Not just, I mean, because obviously uh, fruits have a natural sugar in it, but when you're talking about sugar that's added to chocolate, candy, and everything else, it's a whole different sugar. And so I was getting the nutrients of the um, fruits instead of a sugar from chocolate.
Yeah.
So different feeling, that different taste in the taste bud, in my palate. So
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna continue to juice for a while.
Hmm.
It just has been really helping me, and especially I know that all the processed foods, the sugary foods, have been causing a lot of inflammation in my body. And since I've been juicing, that inflammation has gone almost all away. And it's due to just juicing. It's just juicing. That's it.
Yeah.
So that alone makes me go do it.
I know you mentioned your knees. You know, that's a great point. And then bringing up the dark chocolate because the higher the percentage, less sugar. So 65% chocolate, dark chocolate, which is also bringing antioxidants and great stuff.
Okay.
You go to 75, it's going to be
Right.
less. You go to 100, there's no sugar whatsoever. These things can be used to
Right.
make treats. You can also put it into your smoothie, and now you've added
Right.
even more stuff to it. But she brings up a great point with
Right.
the systemic inflammation. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who are just in constant pain. They kind of just get used to it, or they're popping,
Mhm.
ibuprofen or acetaminophen, and that's not a solution that's going to be good for your body long term. It's not going to be good for your gut long term. And she's using food to not only heal herself, but also to help her body heal itself because our bodies can heal. But if we're in a constant state of inflammation, it impedes that healing process. And a lot of people don't know that. And so vegetables and getting in certain nutrients and getting in certain, excuse me, vitamins and things are going to help also. It helps to balance out, like your insulinogenic response. So it can also help to balance out insulin. So all the type 2 diabetics out there, once again, it's another great avenue to, and I'm speaking
Right.
primarily to type 2 because type 1 is, there's some different stuff, but to the type 2ers out there, it's a great way to start to balance that stuff out. And maybe, not the only thing, but it can definitely help, reduce meds and reduce all those things. And maybe even depending on where you are, if you're pre-diabetic, it can get you off the pre-diabetic list, right? Which is huge.
Exactly.
So yeah, like I said, I may
Exactly.
be talking myself back into juicing because I forgot about the herbs.
Yeah.
Because I really like the herbs, but it's the delivery system is tough. Like I'll throw ginger into my tea, but ginger is very powerful and it can be
Hmm.
spicy, and you can't just put it on everything. Um, Peppermint as well, but
Right.
natural peppermint is better than, I'm not talking about candy cane. I'm
Yeah.
talking about like actual peppermint, and so once again, very powerful. But you can throw
Right.
these things, especially
Uh,
in fall winter time, throwing peppermint into a smoothie or whatnot actually, can be refreshing, and peppermint can be very refreshing anyway. So yeah, I may think about that, especially since I got the garden as it comes
yeah.
up. But yeah, that's all I
That's
have to say on
right.
that.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we
Nice
should definitely do a segment
garden.
about gardening, about having a vegetable garden. Since you're ahead of me on that, I just started mine.
Yes.
But yeah, let's talk about that because it's very easy to do
Yes.
it in your backyard, or even if you have an apartment, you can get a pot and grow up, put it on your, put it outside
Right.
or whatnot. So I think a lot of folks need to get back to having a hand in their own food and what they put in their body. For sure.
Matter of fact, my meal prep was part of my garden yesterday. I
Yeah.
use the butternut squash, the summer squash, and did I use rosemary? I didn't use the rosemary, but I do have that in there also. And oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I loved it. So yeah, that'll be another segment. But as far as juicing, make sure to follow me. I'll be doing some more videos on juicing, just so that you can have some ideas. I'll do that green juice that I just talked about. I'll make sure to do that next time tomorrow when I make some more. I just made a whole picture of it. So yeah, I got people who want to purchase it from me now because they don't want to make it. So
Yeah.
I'll definitely be doing a video on that and showing you. So make sure you follow me, NikkiT.com or NikkiTRealU.com, and my YouTube videos will be on there.
Awesome.
So if that is all you have, Marquis, we can
Yeah.
close it there.
Yep.
All right. Until next time, make sure you comment, share, like. We are here for you, and we like to talk about subjects that you like to talk about. So make sure you comment. Until next time, have a good day.
Bye-bye, everyone.